Things she buys and forgets. My life.
My life. Oh dear God. Oh boy, things are going to be a lot. This garden shed was completely out of control. Tools everywhere, stuff I forgot I even owned, and honestly, I did not want to spend a lot of money fixing it. Here's the challenge. I'm going to declutter and organize this entire shed using budget-friendly, simple solutions that actually work. No expensive storage systems and no overcomplicated hacks. In this video, I'll show you how I sort through the mess, what I keep and what I don't, and smart ways I organize everything while saving money. And trust me, you're going to want to see this before and after. Let's get started. Now that the tractor is out of here, we can definitely take a better look at everything that is in this shed. Oh my goodness. What a mess. Wow. Well, I guess the only thing we can do is get started, and I'm going to start working from the back to the front. So like I said, we're going to start in the very back of the shed. And what I'm going to do is move almost everything out of this area that does not belong. And that's about 95% of the things that I have on this shelving unit. And while I'm going through everything, I'm going to put it into a few designated piles. I have a pile that everything is going to go up onto the deck, and if I don't use it this year, I'm going to get rid of it later. I have a donate pile, I have a trash pile, and we even have a pile for stuff that we're going to put along the side of the road with a free sign on it. Well, we got that pretty well cleared out. That's good.
That's good.
Yep. I like to think as my space that I'm decluttering as a box. So I want things to fit comfortably into that box. So if there are any items that I have not used that I feel like can be donated, or of course if it's trash, it needs to go to make room for this box for everything that I do want to store comfortably. I did have a couple things in mind that I wanted to accomplish while we were decluttering this whole space. I needed a better area for my garden supplies. Husband needed easier access to all of the oils and stuff for all of his tools. We needed to be able to move around the tractor easier. I needed 2 trash cans, one for burning and one for actual trash, a better tool storage system, and I wanted to take advantage of the vertical space.
All for free.
Yes.
Ain't gonna fit.
While husband is sweeping, let me give you an update as to where we are. This is the back of the shed now. All organized. And we have some empty shelving because we did a major declutter as well. It wasn't until we got all of the trash and things that we didn't want to keep anymore for us to look at the space and realize we'd actually been using it wrong for many, many years. We were not using all of the vertical space available in this shed, and in a small space, vertical storage is the key. I'm gonna let these little pots go. I have plenty of them. This is edging that I got off of Amazon, and I don't want it anymore, so I'm gonna see if Hannah wants it. Now, I was saving a whole bunch of these empty containers for winter sewing. I am not winter sewing, or I should say, I did not winter sew this year, and I'm not planning on doing any winter sewing anytime soon as far as next year or the year after. So I'm gonna let all of these containers go, and that's gonna clear up a lot of space. All hanging baskets are going up on the deck because if I do not use them this year, I'm going to give them to somebody else who will use them. Other than dirt, it's empty. It's also very important to reuse and repurpose things that you already have, especially if you're on a tight budget like I am. I am repurposing this broken greenhouse from a greenhouse into a little storage area. Now, this is not going to be permanent. We will eventually hang some shelving in this area, but for now, because it's free, I'm going to be taking advantage of what I have. And remember, it does not have to be pretty, especially when you're organizing a shed or a garage. This is a functional space. We are not going for Pinterest pretty. We're going for functional, easy access that's going to make it easier for us to find what we need in the future. Also, this does not need to all be done in one day. We broke this up into many, many days to make sure that we were really taking our time, decluttering everything we possibly could, and reorganizing for long-term use. Okay, it is about a week later, and we are almost done with the shed, and I want to show you where we are up to this point. Because of all the stuff that we decluttered, threw away, donated, it made so much more room in the back of the shed. This area right here is basically things that we aren't going to need to access a lot during the growing season. So this is basically all just storage. And then back here, we moved the shelf, and this is all of husband's tools and whatnot. In the corner, we have some umbrellas that are gonna come out, a ladder, some additional shelves that we're going to put up, and then we actually have a whole another shelving unit to put together, but I don't know if we're going to put that together and use it inside or outside. Here are the rails for that big shelving unit. Last weekend, husband and I spent some time working on this area, and I am so happy with how everything turned out. We spent about $75 total to complete this wall. We already had the shelves, but we needed to get these supports right here. These were kind of expensive. A bag of 12 of them, I believe, was $40. But look at all that vertical storage that we are now taking advantage of. It makes such a big difference. And then over here, I'm gonna pop up a clip of how this area looked before we decluttered and moved everything around. But what we did purchase for $30 through Amazon was another rack to hang things. So again, taking advantage of vertical space. Initially, we had everything on this rack, and it was just way too much. Too much junk, too much clutter, wasn't organized. Now we have the most used garden tools up at the very front. So when I'm gardening, it's going to be very easy for me to pop in here, grab what I need, not fight with the tractor, and then go about my day. And then back here are the tools that we don't use a lot. Over here, the plastic bag is the canopy tent for the gazebo that we have up on the deck, so that'll be going soon. This trash can is going to remain burnables. We have a separate trash can I'll show you in a second for actual trash. Turning around, we have the snowblower pushed right up against this door. I'm not quite sure if this is where the snowblower is going to end up living forever, but at least it makes room for the big tractor, which I moved right out there because I'm going to be using it. Makes it a lot easier to pull the tractor in because this snowblower used to be back here with this little push mower, and it really made everything super tight. And now over to my garden area. Ignore the leaning tower, oh crap, I have right here, because that will be going down and we'll be replacing that storage shelf with the shelves that we have back there. We just have not gotten around to doing that, and I don't know if that's going to be done anytime soon. But I do have easy access now to all of my garden tools. I have all my gloves and supplies up on the top shelf. Right here is all of the hanging stuff for the shelving units. Some rope and stuff back in there. And then over here I have a garden trug that has open tones in it. I have biotone that's opened, and I have a rose tone that's open. My whole collection of plant tones, so in a couple weeks I can get everything fertilized. And then right at the door, because I use this the most, I have my pop-up bag with my kneeling stool. Then in the corner we have some tree supplies, and back here some bamboo stakes. Overall, I think we did a really good job decluttering and repurposing this space for how we need to use it today. All my garden tools are at an easy access point. We took advantage of so much more vertical space, and more importantly, we hardly spent any money. And that was the goal, to complete this project on a shoestring budget.